Addy, please. Using our bong sao. Again, it's a Wing Chun line. It's very prevalent in our key finding concepts in our Mook Jong approach. Very efficient block. Addy gives me a left punch. We're going to go slow for purposes of instruction as per usual. I'm bonging here. Lop. There's the backhand strike. From here, there's an elbow break. I'm going to rip her face here and turn her. Come back and drive back to there. There is the leg break on the check line. Okay. From a little more of a distance, I will make a foot adjustment here and then drive into them. This is a temple shot. I'm taking this point and I'm going to splat that temple. If their heads, because their head's turned, I can hit this temple, take the eye socket. It doesn't really matter. My intent is going to just explode. Doesn't matter the target. I'm driving down into her hip nerve right there, driving her back. There's the foot sectoring from your Penjak Silat, and then we're going to break the leg. One more time. Bong lop, you rip, and then attack on this line. For a Kempo reference, a technique called whirling leaves, we turn and we're in that same position here where we drive and attack. That can also be used here, here, through. There's your motion. If she were to attack, I could counter back into a Kempo line from there. As I stated at the beginning of our tape, this is a reference point. Our slam set is a reference point to allow you the spontaneity and adaptability to flow off of. An example is when she gives me this left punch and I'm driving here, backhand here, this is a Wing Chun line. This motion here, this tearing, notice how I upend her balance with that motion. Comes out of two lines. Right here, please. Right punch from the right side. A Kempo technique called darkness. There's the same motion where we're ripping the head, hit, drive, and we're going to go through. Using the same idea of ripping the eyes, spinning the head, upending her balance, we go into a Silat line. Over here, please. As she gives me a right punch, driving here, same motion here. I'm going to take her head, drop her right down here, squash her head on the concrete of the watermelon. So these applications can be used, just vary the motion, direction of your tent a little bit, and you have a huge variety of application. Let me show you those last applications done on the Mook Jong. Bong sao, lop hit, head slap, eye rake, arm trap, foot sectoring, driving her back. Into our next section, it's a combination of Penjak Silat and Solom Ta, the best of both worlds. Supported Pak sao, supported Tan sao, supported punch, supported Pak, supported punch. Let me take you through that a couple more times. With a little bit of energy. Now I will show you the application on Adelina. I talk about the combination of Penjak Silat and Wing Chun. It's just a real wonderful marriage. The basic form Solom Ta out of our goat riding stance. These motions are a representation of trapping lines. What I've done in our form is added support to that. Let me give you an example. Addy, please. In goat riding stance, if she gives me a left punch, there's a trap. There's another trap, and there's a hit. What I could do to spice up the Wing Chun a little bit is from here, 1, 2, and trap and hit. Now to really make something out of this, I'm going to do the supported attitude of Penjak Silat. Let's go back to the very beginning. Wherever she's standing in my spot. I don't give a shit. I'm going to run right through her. Okay? She gives me a left punch. There's my supported Pak Sao. Punches again. I'm going to drive. I'm going to take this and drive right through her soul all the way through. Notice the foot sectoring just happens to be here. What I'd be doing is I'd also be wedging and driving right through this person. That's the attitude of the supported line. She punches. There's my rock. I don't care what she does from there. Then we can go for an elbow break into your lock or whatever you want from there. It doesn't really matter. I will now go through what I call the combination section. Once again, I'll talk through it half speed, and then I'll go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. Everything's done on the right side. Everything's done on the left side. So the explanation and the function I just shared with Addie, then you would reverse that with the left punch on the other side. Bong, wop, backhand, ripping the face, coming around, foot sectoring, driving him back into the face. Transitional line combination, Solom Tao supported with Silat attitude. Supported Pak, supported Tan, supported punch, supported Pak, supported punch. Now here's your symmetry on the other side. Notice my left foot is forward, everything's backwards. Lop it. There's my rip, foot trap, sector, driving back. Back to here, starting position, supported Solom Tao attitude. To there. I'll do it a little quicker, a little more attitude with it. This is where we've ended. Now, we'll continue to another supported Pak Sao, straight punch, drive. This is what's different here. We have a supported, what I call an inner middle block. We're using the lower arm as a reference point. I wouldn't be dropping necessarily that low. I could be. From here into a supported punch. An inner middle block from a fighting position, I am simply dropping my hand into center. Here, my forearm. I am then supporting that with like a jutsu on top. That's where we are in the dummy here. Inner middle block. Then I'm driving off of it. Fighting stance, please, Addie. If she were to give me a front kick to my midsection, there's the drop and there's the hit right off of it. Again, give me a little bit of energy on that. Drive here, and then I'm up. Notice my body positioning. This isn't me at all. This is me through my opponent. It also works for a punch. I'm here. She gives me a right punch to the solar plex. I simply drop it here. There's my support. Driving up and through. Then we go right off for straight punches, elbow, whatever we want from there. From this point forward is about the last quarter of the form. We're going to continue with our supported attitude of Wing Chun, which again came from the rolling back and press of Tai Chi, Wing Chun lines, Pen Jack, Silat supported lines. We're combining this all together to find a universal truth. A structure is very powerful, effective, and actually simple to put forth. What's going to happen now is we're going to continue with the supported Bong and a supported Tan Sao into some elbows. From our last position, supported punch, driving up and through our opponent. From here, we're going into our supported Bong Sao. I I can do it with the fist closed, with the fist open. Driving through here. I rotate now into a supported tonsal, which is also in the Silat family of expression. From here, I'm going to do an elbow, another elbow, and another elbow. Once again, supported punch, supported bomb, supported taunt, elbow, elbow, elbow. Transitional lines here, catching the leg, throwing them, reversing it on the other side. From here, supported bomb, supported taunt, elbow, elbow, elbow. Putting that all together. Supported bomb, taunt. This line. Supported bomb, taunt, into here. Foot adjustment. Supported bong sao, hand open or closed, either way, into a supported ton sao. From here, elbow sequences from Silat, right, left, right. These are limb destructions on the Filipino thought process. Adjusting back, right, left, right with the hands, catching a kick and throwing our opponent. Possible arm breaks for grabs here as well. Shifting the other way, left, right, left is the hand sequence. 1, 2, 3. Continuing, moving to my left, supported bong into our supported ton. Elbow sequencing, once again, limb destruction with a C-lock elbow attitude. Supported bong sao is one of the most powerful entry lines I have. The whole attitude there is not to block. On a classical line, we're going to shift off the line here and perhaps do a deflecting type of bong sao. In a supported bong sao, I'm driving towards and through my opponent. Addie, please. If she were to give me a left punch, this is like more of a traditional bong sao. I'm going to do this gentle. Go back to the idea, I'm going through her. Okay, when she punches, I'm driving right through my opponent. Once again, foot sectoring, everything is tight. This is my entry line. From here, she's in a lousy position, but if she throws a right punch, here's a supported ton, which goes right into a strike. That's our supported bong and ton off of that line. She gives me a right punch, I'm driving through her. Right to there. Let her stand up straight. She throws the ton, it comes right off of this, and I can even be an eye rake right into a palm, right off of that line, which again comes out of our solemn tau into that. Then we have our elbow lines, is what we're going into, right off of the dummy. That's your technique.